Good. Guys are good. Guys are working hard. Guys are trying hard. The unit's improving. The players are improving. Coaches are improving.
That cornerback situation, you've seen the progress with guys like Diaco and Diaco as they kind of get thrown in the fire a little bit more?
Yeah, they're getting better. Everybody's getting better. They're going to need to play in the games. You only get markedly better when you play in the games. So really none of those guys have played in the games. So.
Hey, Coach, why do you make that distinction? You know, that why do players make a big jump once they start playing the games? I mean, what is it about them?
There's just a difference to game that can't be simulated at any other time. You know, we do the best job we can preparing at game speed and also maintaining safe drills and proper drills through the grind of a camp and the preseason camp. The entree is the season and the game's in the season. So, you know, the objective would be to get the players to the season, to participate in the season. And the preparation leading up to that, you want it to be as realistic as possible. But there's nothing like playing in the games. So players make the biggest gains when they get an opportunity to participate.
Coach Riley talked about in the scrimmage, and obviously we didn't see the scrimmage, but he said that there's some instances where guys got to make tackles in the open field. Did you see that as an issue in the scrimmage?
Yeah, I mean, any time you miss tackles, it's an issue. And in every contest, there are missed tackles. So it's a threshold of missed tackles. When the tackle's missed, what happens after that is the guy immediately knocked down because of effort from other players and proper pursuit angles. So there's other elements. There's a lot of work done, and that goes into tackling. Bad tackling defense has no chance to be productive defense.
How did you feel about it in that particular scrimmage?
I feel like it was appropriate.
That comment or the tackle?
I didn't hear or read the comment, but having to make tackles in the open field is an appropriate comment for any contest in American football anywhere in the world.
Well, looking at process, all season will take almost all year for these guys to know where to go, where to be as far as like a second nature instinct. Or I mean, is this sort of a thing? Is it not going to happen early?
Yeah, well, you think about it. You know, for a freshman or a second-year freshman, so it's Tuesday, and somebody said 7. I'm not sure whether it's 8 or 7. It's all running together on me. I think we're in 8. Just finished 8. But so this would be the first Tuesday they ever experienced like this. So then the next time they experience this same Tuesday will be a year from now. So then that'll be the second time they've ever done it. And if you've done it twice, then it'll only be the third time you've ever done it. So you could see the reps building cumulatively, but if you could see them in a cycle, in a life cycle, this would only be the first or second time they've ever experienced to practice 8 on a Tuesday. So you'd have to wait a calendar year to have a chance to do this again, because they don't all feel the same. They feel different.
Aside from some missed tackles, your overall impressions of that scrimmage, Coach Riley seemed like the defense got some good work in.
Yeah, guys are working hard. Guys are trying hard. There's just a higher understanding of what we're asking them to do, and we've got a long way to go. We're a work in progress, and it's going to take time. And like you're pointing out, it'll take game time.
Gifford newbie battle, how's that shaking up right now?
Yeah, very good. Both players are really doing a wonderful job. My only hesitation was I'm not sure that we're really seeing that as so much a battle as a cooperative performance between the two of them to put together the very best outside linebacker overhang position and production. So I think they're doing a beautiful job getting ready and cooperating. I don't feel a lot of angst and anxiety with the competition at that spot.
Do you see most spots is that the way you regard most spots?
Yes and no. So we play a lot of players. We typically play a lot of players in the front in particular. So we believe in participation patterns that are functional based on their ability to give effort and as the situations arise, the players that can play better in that situation than the others. So we try to create a real plan, a functional plan, going into games for participation. So in the front, at least, we typically play a lot of players.
In your 3-4, how important is that depth on the defensive line? Like, are you envisioning that you rotate?
Yeah, it's very, very important, but it's not unique to Nebraska or unique to our defense. The depth in the defensive line and in the front is a critical piece all over the place. Yeah.
How would you classify that depth?
Oh, I'm pleased. I'm pleased with the guys. They're trying hard. There's physically capable players. They care a whole bunch, and they're a lot of fun to work with. I love coming to work and working with them. They're really a joy.
Some true freshmen joined the mix on that defensive line this fall. How have you seen guys like Daniels and Diaco progress through the first?
Yeah, please, really good. Yeah, I'm not sure who's going to participate and not. Coach Riley's in charge of the personnel. But giving it their all and trying hard and possessing the traits to do the jobs, all those guys that came in that new class all possess good traits to do the jobs we ask them to do.
How much evaluation is still kind of going on now this first week with you in terms of where guys fit in that 3-4 defense? I mean, are you still finding guys that try elsewhere or maybe kind of trying to fit in different spots?
Yeah, we're in camp, so really when you take the acclimatization period out as like a first phase of pre-camp, we're really just getting started in camp. So we've got a couple weeks of camp before we need to start focusing on anything other than ourselves.
So that's still ongoing? I mean,
ongoing.
Guys from the spring,
ongoing.
try and do here or there?
We're evaluating every single player independent of what their role might be. In some instances, even though you might have a starter, he might be more appropriate on a 50-50 down, first and second down, than third down and 3 or more, third down and 4 or more. So, or as a drive starts to pile and you get to play 8, can the player still play better than the next man in? So even in the players that you could see as stalwarts, there's still a deep evaluation happening based on putting the game together. So. Yeah, the evaluation's ongoing.
One more question about the defensive staff. Like, a lot of you guys are so young now. I'm curious what that dynamic is like if you work with a staff this young from top to bottom.
Yeah, I'm not sure how young we are. My hips and knees feel old. So.
Do you feel like players respond more to the kind of the show me as opposed to the?
I think we're energetic. Coach Perella played here. Built himself from a walk-on to a scholarship to an all-conference player. Played in the NFL for a dozen years, I think. He's been around the block a few times. I started coaching in 1996, so last time I checked, that was, I think, 21 years ago. So, we've got a lot of experience. Coach Bray played at a high level, coached at a high level. He's the son of a dynamic defensive coach. So we have a lot of experience, and we're very energetic also. We're enjoying the players. We love the players. We're feeding off each other, and that won't stop.